what an odd place to start a plan with me. I know. I actually, if you guys watch my videos, you might have seen this spread. I did do like a question and answer and just show you guys kind of like how I did the spread. And now I am back with this, which might seem kind of confusing because this I was supposed to use in January, but it did not work out. But then whenever we booked our last minute Disney trip, I decided just to remove the date numbers or the date covers that had the dates on them and start from not really scratch, but just kind of the middle and use this spread because I had skipped the week that I was like before this so that the page in front of it was blank. So I just kind of like put it in my planner and was like, I'm going to use this because I thought that it was really cute. And I was like trying to think of what other Disney kit I wanted to use. Because I was there for like 2 days of this week. Actually, was I there 3 days of this week? No. Is this right? Am I on the right like month? Am I doing something wrong here? None of this seems correct. All right, and then I guess this was right. Okay. It seems like so long ago. Am I like planning the wrong week or something? Or did I get the dates wrong for the other one? Wasn't this just, oh yeah, I guess it is only a second. Never mind. Does that make sense? No. Does it? How does the world work? All right, hold on. Okay, so it's the 29th and then it's the 1st. Oh yeah, it's a leap year. What am I doing with my life? Okay. Probably not gonna need that, so I'll just put it over here. So I'm just putting the date numbers on now just because I forgot. Honestly, I was gonna do it before I started filming. But this isn't going to be like, I hope it's not gonna be a terribly long video because you don't have like the beginning part, even though it's only ever like 2 minutes of it anyways. But it should definitely not be as long as last week's. I already have like next week's base down and it was so cute. It's a real good one, so very excited about that. But let's go ahead and get into it. I have all my stickers on this album here that is falling apart. But let's go ahead and get started. This is Galaxy Magic. I don't know if I mentioned that. That's the kit I am using. And then, so I wanted to put in over here this super cute sticker of a girl like cuddled up in a blanket from Stick with the Plan Co. And then I just wanted to put in my normal 32 weeks. So this was because I am super tired. Do I want to do that with 32 on top? I think I'm just going to I'm fine with that. 32 weeks and then the girl with the cuddled up because I'm so tired this week. I'm so tired. Even today I like took a nap out. And today is, what day is the week is it? Monday, March. Wow, 2nd. Whew. So there's that. I guess we didn't do a ton on Monday. I thought we did more. I feel like I messed that up. I don't remember doing so little, but also like maybe. So on Monday that we went for breakfast, I think we just tried to take it a little bit easier this day. So I am going to just kind of, let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to put this in here. This is for family cuddles because we need a big box for that apparently. And then above that I'm just going to use, I think, one of these squared off boxes possibly because that takes up like quite a bit of space for going to breakfast. So we went to breakfast in the, we're still in Disney here just in case you weren't following there. But hence the Disney kit, the Disney inspired art. And again, excuse my like cuticles, they're like really horrible right now. So we went to breakfast just in the hotel because we had been like going, I think we went to breakfast at all of the resorts on the monorail and like all the character breakfasts. Yeah, they were all character breakfasts. And we were just like, let's go to the Wave because it's just like an easier, like you can still order food and it is also a buffet if you want to do a buffet, but it's not like a character breakfast, so it's a little less like, I feel like character breakfasts are a little bit more stressful. And I honestly, all I wanted was like your typical like American breakfast of like eggs with like potatoes and bacon and toast. Even though I can't really eat a ton of bacon, I can eat like half a strip before I get really bad heartburn. But that's all I wanted. And there you can actually order food, which I feel like so many breakfasts are like either like your typical quick service food, which does not include that. It's like the like scrambled eggs that are like powdered eggs, and or they have just like a buffet. So really hyped about eating there. It was actually really, really good, and it was not busy at all, so I recommend that as an option for breakfast. It's on the monorail, which is nice as well. And then I wanted to put in down here that we went to Magic Kingdom this day. We got like, Bennett and I we didn't go to Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, but I feel like we got like so much done, but it was so relaxing because we were just like, I know how to do Disney. It's just a stress-free experience, and I'm just like here for every second of it. Then I need to fit 3 things below that. So the first thing that I wanted to put in is that we went on, well, I didn't go on it because I can't, but Nick and Bennett went on Tomorrowland Speedway. Bennett was not in like the most fine of moods this day. He was, I don't know, just not really feeling it. I should actually have put in that I got soft serve while they went and did this. So what we were gonna do is I did get a fast pass on my Magic Band, and I can't go on the ride because I'm pregnant. So we were gonna just like switch Magic Bands, but Bennett was like so like bad on the ride that we just like decided that that was gonna be the only ride we went on that day, and just kind of called it, which was fine because I feel like we got so much done otherwise. But yeah, so there was that. I don't want to do this. I think I'm going to do a fancy label. But we thought he'd really like it, but I just think he was in a bad mood because the Fast Pass line was a little bit long, and he has the patience of a 2-year-old because he is a 2-year-old. So we think by the time that, you know, it was time to go on the ride, he was kind of over it. And he did also want to drive, which he wasn't able to because he is a little too little still. But I think that'll be a ride he really likes when he gets bigger. So it was a definite like trial run on that one, but he was not super thrilled. We were gonna go on other rides, but it just was like, no, let's just go. We were all kind of tired anyways, even though we didn't really do anything in the morning. We were all kind of tired. So I don't think we had reservations for this night. I think we were just going to go back to the hotel. We had a couple more fast passes, but we just canceled them because they were rides that we had already gone on and didn't really care too much. And we saw that it was like 3 o'clock by the time we were going to leave because we went over after nap. And we saw that Tony's Town Square Diner had a reservation available for like in 15 minutes. So we were like, oh, let's hop over there. And the food was real good. I had Italian, obviously no red sauce, but it was very yummy. And Nick really liked it. They had like a trio that had like, I think it was like fettuccine alfredo possibly, and like maybe meatballs and something else. And then Bennett had his first ever cannoli and loved it. He just pretty much scooped the like ricotta like filling out with his finger and ate it, but it was super cute, and he was really good because he loves anything noodle related. So, and it's right on your way out of Magic Kingdom. Just hopped on the monorail, first stop Contemporary, and we were back at the hotel, and then we just relaxed for the rest of the evening. On Tuesday, it was our last day at Disney, and we had a later flight. Normally we do early flights. I kind of wish we would have because I was like ready to go home and like tired, but we didn't. We didn't. How do I want to do this? I feel like I could fit everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 things. I feel like I could fit them all. Let's just do it and hope and see what happens. All right. So like I said, we normally have early flights, but I decided the way that all the flights worked out that I wanted to do a later flight. And Nick was like, let's go into the park. So I was like, what's the worst that could happen, right? So it actually was a pretty good day. So we went to Chef Mickey's in the morning, which is in the hotel. And then I wanted to put in that we met Mickey and Minnie. I'm pretty sure that we met them both on another day as well, but I just wanted to put it on this day. I'm going to try and squish everything in here. And then after that, I wanted to put in that we went over to Magic Kingdom. So I'm going to use this fancy label. I think that this will all fit. And then after that, I wanted to put in that we went on Pirates and Dumbo. So let's see if I can fit 2 of these guys in here and see what happens. Let's do another one of these. I think it should fit. Or I might just need, I feel like if I moved everything up a smidge, it would fit. Or if I just maybe didn't use, if I just used maybe a fancy, I mean a regular one here, this would work. It's gonna be a little weird. Actually, hold on. Let's do this one here. So if I'm gonna fit 5 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this here, and let's see how we can squish these in the middle. All the concentration here. And then I need to fit 2 more, so that would leave me with, did I have another one out, or am I losing my mind? Okay, so 2 more. So let's see, this one, 2 more, is that it? I said 5, right? 1, 2, yeah, 5. So I guess I can just do this. Oh, you know what I can do? Instead of using this guy here, I'll just use this one. And that should fit, rather than the fancy label. Where did that fancy label go? Did anyone see that, or did I put it back maybe? Maybe I put it back, I don't know. Okay. All right, so let's try and sandwich these. And that's actually not like terrible spacing. It would be definitely better if you had just the little things, but like, it's fine. So the first thing that I wanted to put in is that we went to Chef Mickey's, and I have this super cute little Donald Morrow sticker that I'm going to just cut off his legs. I was gonna say decapitate, but I mean, I guess from his legs I am, but for Chef Mickey's, which is in the Contemporary. We did have a Chef Mickey's reservation for a different day, but I think it was the day that Bennett puked, and I didn't really feel like dealing with that. So we canceled that day, and then they had one for this day, so it really all worked out. And this was the day that Bennett was like super into like taking the picture, running and seeing the picture and not caring about anything else, like actually like interacting with the character. He was just like there for the gram. Then I have the Meet Minnie and Mickey and Minnie script from our bucket list. And then for Magic Kingdom, this was not, I didn't think I was going to squish this much. This is Ariel. Again, we're just going to cut off her body and just stick her here. For Magic Kingdom. And then we went on Pirates and Dumbo, which I just, like, this is also like not my best option here. We're gonna do a little chopping. Pirates and Dumbo. I'm sure just gonna put this one down here. I'm gonna make it work. And then this one here. Cool. Works for me. Then we got back to the hotel and we wanted to make sure that Bennett got a nap before we went to the airport. And crazy story. How many things do I fit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the same thing on the top, I want to try and squish it on the bottom. Is there anything that I could take out? I kind of feel like everything's kind of important. Maybe I'll just take out the Magical Express because obviously that's my mode of transportation back. Okay, so this will all fit a little bit better. So let me just move some things around on my little paper here. So we wanted to give Bennett a nap, so I laid down to give Bennett a nap, and he had just fallen asleep, and I had gotten a call from Brian Krasinski, Kirsten's husband. And usually when Brian calls, he's telling me a story. This is like, usually like he has some crazy story to tell me, and that's why Brian Krasinski calls. And I'm constantly, I pick up the phone and I'm like, what? Like, what? And I'm scared. So I declined the call because Bennett's asleep. I literally like, it was a heart attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me actually just figure out how I'm gonna put this in first. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just pull out a freaking fancy label for this because this was like a lot of my day. So I text him, I'm like, yo, like in bed with Bennett, what's up? I figure it's just a story. And I'm gonna put in the wave, hold on. So I know this suspense is probably killing you, but if you follow Kirsten on Instagram, you probably, her personal Instagram, I think it's like Kirsten Krasinski. Super easy. So follow her, and she'll probably talk all about this in her next plan with me, which actually would be today. So go over to her channel because I'm sure she'll like talk all about this. So he's like, yo, we just got into a bad car accident. I don't think he said yo, but I need you to call me. So I was like, okay, obviously, duh. So I got out of bed and I went to the bathroom, and I was like low-key freaking out because I was like, you think he said really bad car accident or something? I don't know. But I was like, oh boy. And obviously I'm not there, so he didn't remember that though, because he's like, we need you, can you come now? And I'm like, I'm on vacation, and I don't think he like, it didn't click, because then he was like, oh, well, can you come? And I'm like, I'm in Florida, and he's like, oh crap. So they got into a car accident, and yeah, so they're fine now. They totaled their car, but like I said, if you want to hear more about it, go follow Kirsten on the Instagram, because I'm sure, I'm not Instagram, go follow her on her YouTube channel, because she's doing a plan with me today. I assume it's going up today. If not, it'll be coming up soon. Today as in the day that you're watching this. So yeah, so if you want to hear all about it. But I was just like, oh crap. So pretty much what we did is Emily was a doll and went to my house. So they went to the hospital. Again, they were fine. But Emily was a doll and went and got car seats from my house because she had my garage clicker because she got my mail for me, which, great. So she went and got, we have extra car seats that'll fit both Avery and Reagan, and took them to them. And then we went and ate because we were like leaving, and then we flew home, and then we stopped to at Nick's parents' house, which we didn't have plans to, but what we did is we had Nick's car at the airport, and then we took Nick's car and dropped it off at Nick's parents' house, which Nick's dad wasn't home because he was in Pennsylvania because they're selling their house. And then we dropped off Nick's car here. We took Nick's parents' car, which is like more of like an SUV, up to my house. Dropped me and Bennett off. I put Bennett to bed, and then Nick drove that car up to Brian and Kirsten so that they could borrow it until they got a new car, and then we just had my car. So it all like really worked out with that stuff. So that was just kind of our night. It was really funny because Brian called us on our way home, and Bennett barely ever sleeps in the car, and he fell asleep when Brian was on the phone, and I just thought it was hilarious. But that is the end of the story. But definitely, like I said, go follow Kirsten. I'll leave her link down below if I remember, and she probably has like a whole story in her plan with me for this week. So that was over. So on Wednesday I woke up, new day, and I was super anxious this day. It was actually work related, but like it's fine now, like it's all good, which is great. So I have this Once More with Love, like Scared of the Demons sticker, and then the In My Feelings, but literally like was worried and like preparing for this for like a long time, and then like it was fine, so I don't really know. I just get crazy. Then I wanted to put in that I don't know what I'm doing here. I went to work, but under that I want to put in that I went to Costco and Target. So I think for Costco I want to just do one of these guys. I haven't been putting like in any TV shows I've been watching, but the saddest thing this week is that we watched the last episode. And I'm looking up at the thing because I'm like looking at you guys. The last episode of Fresh Off the Boat, which breaks my dang heart into a million zillion pieces. Like literally, I don't know. It's just like, it's just kind of crazy that that's the last episode. I didn't even really realize it. Like that's the worst, is whenever you're watching an episode and you don't realize it's the last episode, and it's just like, what? Like what just happened? Like that was it? Like that's the last one. It was a good one. It was just like, I don't know. I just was really kind of, I don't know. I had feels. It was definitely my feelings about the last episode of Fresh Off the Boat, because it was definitely one of my favorite shows I have watched on the telly. So if you haven't watched it, it's a real good one. And it was like, I think it was on for like 5 seasons possibly, or 5-ish I think. So anxious, and then I went to work. I did racks this day, like collated racks, and then I also did labels for orders, and then we went to Target. We needed to pick up some extra medicine because Bennett still had his like really obnoxious cough. And then we went to Costco. We hadn't been to Costco. We usually go to Costco for work-related items, but this was like the first time in a really long time that I went for like home-related items. So we got, I don't remember what we got, honestly, just a bunch of like food. So there's that for Costco. And then afterwards I had a doctor's appointment, just like your average, normal doctor's appointment, nothing crazy, really boring. But I told my doctor, I was like, hey, I love my doctor. I love my gynecologist so much. I assume one day I'm going to move even farther away from this lady, and I will travel an hour and a half for this gynecologist because she is my pride and joy. I love her more than life. Only doctor I've ever liked in my entire life. Just throwing that out there. I'm actually going to replace this, I think. No, I don't know. You know what? I might just use a half box for family time then. So anyways, I was like, hey, so like, just want to plant a seed that like I would love to induce at 39 weeks if this child is not out of me because I am so over being pregnant. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, I love you so much. So if this baby ain't out of me, and you don't have to tell me about induction and like labor or anything. I was induced with Bennett, so I know the drill. It's obviously not the preferred way out, but I mean, it's not the preferred way out of, like, people say that it's more painful, which I don't know because I've never went through, you know, I go into labor and then I have a baby. I just have went through the Pitocin, but I really don't care at this point. I'm just kind of over it. So if you are pregnant, you might have felt that way at some point. You probably have, actually. I'm going to probably bet on it that you have. So she was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever you want to do. And I was like, sweet. So hopefully that all goes the way that it's supposed to go as far as on 39 weeks or before. So then I wanted to put in that I did design. I think I was actually just did computer work this night, but I ran out of work stickers in Hollow and I didn't feel like grabbing more. So design it is. And then family time, super cute sticker. I've been so ahead on work for myself that I've just been doing a lot of family time. Because I want to, ooh, there's that fancy label. But wanting to get as ahead on work as possible. And I feel like I'm doing it. Got like 2 big foil orders in this month, which is more than normal. So, all right, let's put this in. Okay. Then, what the heck? On the Thursday. Whew! Alright, so I wanted to put in underneath here that I did design and then above it that I went to work to film. So this day, I think, I don't remember where Nick went, but Nick had to go somewhere. So I was not stranded at work, but like kind of, because we only had one car and Nick took the car. I think he might have went, I don't know actually where he went. He went somewhere. So he left me at work and I was like hungry. So I was telling Emily I was hungry and she's like, I could take you to lunch. And I'm like, sweet. Okay, my camera cut out. So I was at work, like I said, I had to film. So I have this sticker here. And then for film this week, I used Upload because I want to use up some of the other stickers on there. Like I said, I am ordering like film scripts in like single sheets. And so Emily took me to lunch. We went to get Chewy's. I was debating between Chewy's and Kava Bob's, which I actually had Kava Bob's today, and it was so delicious, but like also Chewy's was very delicious. And they set us at this huge table. Like honestly, like a ridiculously large table. It was like a table for 6 and it was just me and Emily. But yeah, so that was a good time. And then I went home then because Nick picked me up, and I designed some kits. Or maybe I did, no, I might have did my foil order that day. I don't remember, who knows. Then I wanted to put down here that I went to Target with the boys. So for that, I think I'm going to use one of these squared off. No. I I don't want to use stuff. I want to use one of these. I always forget that these are on this page. I feel like they just need to be on a different page. I don't think I mentioned, but I don't remember where I put my leftovers for this kit, so I actually just grabbed like a whole new kit, in case you're wondering. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these. I love these so much. Kirsten uses them like crazy in her spreads, and I just needed a reminder to use them in mine. So we went on a Target run. Honestly, Target is Bennett's favorite place in the whole entire world. He loves Target. He knows how to get to Target from our house, like which way, like if we're going to Target, which way you have to turn out of our house to get to it, which is kind of cute. But he loves Target. What did he get on this one? He got these like construction toys that were really cute. He plays with them like all day long. So we went to Target, and then afterwards I just wanted to put in playtime with Bennett, which I thought I'd have a bigger sticker for this, but it's okay. Playtime with Bennett, and then afterwards I took a, well, like after Bennett went to bed, I took a bath this night. I take a bath almost every night, TBH, just like my way of winding down the night, but I don't always put it in. So for Playtime with Bennett, I have this sticker from the Scribble Prince Co. Munchkin bundle in the shop, which is super cute, but they're all like Scribble Prince Co. people. Different activities. And then I have a Playtime with Bennett script. I do have a smaller one, but I feel like this is like fine-ish, short of. Yeah, that's cute. And then underneath that, I wanted to mark that I took a bath. So I'm just gonna stick this here. And like that. Lots of scripts on that day. On Friday, let's see. Ooh. Interesting. So on Friday, we did have a doctor's appointment for Bennett. So for that, what do I want to put in a half box this day? Nothing really. So let's do this one. So we had a doctor's appointment for Bennett because, like I had said on this day, on Wednesday maybe? Where'd Wednesday go? I don't remember. Whatever day I said we had to get medicine, Bennett still had the cough. So we were like, that's his only symptom, so that I was like kind of hesitant to go to the doctor's because that was his only symptom, but he had had a cough for over a week. No other symptoms, no, nothing else. Besides he puked that one time, but I think that was literally the tickle in his throat that made him throw up, because again, no other symptoms besides that. So we made a doctor's appointment, and we go in, and she's like, oh, everything's like usually has ear infections, but he didn't have an ear infection, nothing else, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, okay. So then, and he was so good at the doctor's this time. He was honestly like a champ. Usually he doesn't like to be weighed for some reason. He was amazing. They even did so they said that his tonsils were swollen, which she said actually could be hereditary. Nick had like really bad swollen tonsils his whole life until they took them out. Which she said that they wouldn't do till he's like way older, but obviously. So, and they said that there's white spots, so she's like, it could be strep. So they did a strep test swab on him, which came back negative, and they just said it's probably a virus. And as long as there's no other like symptoms, that he's fine. So, all that was good. But I'm a kind of person who's a rather safe than sorry. You'd rather be safe than sorry kind of person, so I was glad we went. And then afterwards, I went to Walmart and Dollar Tree because I really wanted to finish up Easter stuff, because I know it sounds crazy, but like that's just the way I live my life. And I feel like I was gonna cough. I know it's early to have it done, but like, what if I go into labor? I want to have it done. So then afterwards we went to Red Robin, which I haven't went to Red Robin in like months, as you may know. But it was really good, and honestly, I might go tomorrow because their fries are pretty awesome. And the salad. So I got the salad. And then later on in the evening, I wanted to put in, I'm actually going to do it from the bottom up just because I think that that might be easier for me to navigate. I have a lot of stuff to put in here though. So I wanted to put in on the bottom that I did my Easter basket assembly. Above that, I wanted to put in TV with Nick. I think I might use, what do I want to use for that? Let's see, this one. TV with Nick. I'm like really lost as to where I am on my sheet of paper. All right, TV with Nick. And then above that, I want to put in family time. And then above that, I'm just going to put in that I did computer work this day. So I'm going to use this guy here and just trim it a little. I marked it as design, but I don't know what I was doing. Probably not designing. If I put in computer work. So, I have a Once More with Love laptop sticker and a designed script. I have a super cute little custom of Nick. My camera cut out on me again, and I just figured might as well put you guys in the cloud because you barely ever see her in the cloud. Might do like a setup video, like not like me actually setting up my planner, but just like showing you what my setup is. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I feel like it'd be like a really quick video, but I could do it. So setting up the Easter basket, I have this sticker from the Once More with Love sheet, and then watching TV with Nick, I have this super cute, just like little like kind of I guess like two munchkins watching TV. On Saturday, I woke up and I made big breakfast, which is like pretty much like a breakfast casserole, but like in my house growing up, it was called big breakfast. So that is what I call it. And it's like definitely a fan favorite. Actually, this time that I made it was probably the best time that I made it ever, which is super cool. So we all enjoyed that. It's funny because when I was making it, I was like, I am making way too much, but we finished the whole thing. But it's so delicious. And then after that, I wanted to put in just hanging out with the boys. Just that's pretty much what I did. And then whenever Bennett went down for his nap, I did go over to work. And what did I do at work? I filmed. It's pretty much what I do is like I'll obviously like when Bennett's in school, I go over to work. When Bennett takes naps on the weekends, I sometimes come over to work. And then at nighttime, like today, Nick took Bennett up for a bath and put him to bed, obviously, and I went to work. But like me going to work at night though, like I'm trying not to do it as much though, because I am quite tired. So I probably won't come to work at night for a couple days now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here for family time. But whenever Bennett's like awake and like not being put to sleep or not at school, I like to be home. So get optimal time because obviously there's plenty of time for me to work otherwise. Then for filming, I just have again this super cute Polaroid from Paper Milk and another upload script. And then underneath that, I wanted to put in, oh crapola. I was supposed to fit something else in there. Okay. Okay, so I did film this day. Like I said, it was because Bennett was taking a nap. I think I can fit everything in if I get like really strategic. All right, so I got some kind of cool news this day that I wanted to mark in. I can't tell you what it is because I can't, but one day I will. And then I did a nap with B, and I was like, wait a second, I went over to work for his nap. So Nick had texted me that he was up from his nap, so I came home, and then Nick brought him downstairs, and Bennett fell asleep with me on the couch, which was funny because that never happens. I don't think he's ever slept on the couch, but we were just like cuddling, which also when he gets up from a nap, he's like ready to go. So that was weird. Yeah, so that happened. And we slept for another like 30 minutes until his parents came over. Nick's parents, my in-laws, they came over because Nick's dad had just got home the day before and missed Bennett. So obviously he needed to come see Bennett. So they just came over and we cooked out. Nick grilled. It was so yummy. We had burgers and I made potatoes. I don't know if I can fit this all in here. I feel like I could just cut this. Oh, dang. You know what? F it. All right, hold on. See, I was gonna put 4 things here and then 4 things here, but I totally messed up. But you know what? whatever. You live and you learn, and I'm gonna do something different and call it a day. Oh wow. All right, let's just put this down here. Okay. So first things first is nap with B. It was such a cute little nap. None of us thought that Bennett would fall asleep. So nap. And then for the in-laws coming over, I have just another one of these. I had already used the grandma earlier in the week. I cannot wait until I get my Once More with Loved Ones in the mail, because I like that they have the grandma and the grandpa together, and then the grandma and grandpa both with like the kid, which is just adorable. And then for cooking out, I have this little munchkin just like grilling, which is adorable. And then I'll just put the like fun cool thing on here. And then with Nick, I will put here. Okay, I like that. I like it a lot. That is super cute. I'm not mad at that. Then let's get through something before my camera decides to cut out on me again. So on Sunday, I did sleep in this day, which was amazing. I slept until like 9. I think it was almost 9:30. Which is wild. Usually, no matter what, if Bennett wakes up or not, I am up at like 7:30. So I slept in till 9, which is wild. Definitely unexpected, but it was good. Bennett rarely ever sleeps in on the weekend, but does not want to get up on the weekdays, so sleep in. Then I made breakfast again this morning. I did make sausage, gravy, and biscuits, which was so yummy. It's so easy to make that I don't know why I didn't start making it sooner, TBH. So I'm just going to use a quarter box for that. Oh, so good. And I cook like dinner during the week most days. But for breakfast on the weekend, I normally don't cook breakfast because it's just like kind of a waste of time. So let's do a strip of this for working on videos. I'm going to cut it a little. Sorry if I'm rushing, but I really want to get this done before my camera cuts me off, which I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. It's a little small, but we will live. All right, so I have another Polaroid camera and another upload script. This should all go relatively fast from here. Then, so I went to work while Bennett, again, took a nap, and then I, on the way home, I was like, oh, I'm hungry. So Nick was like, we'll go get Wendy's or something, which ended up being like a really early dinner. So I have a Wendy's script, which is coming out today if you're watching this like in real time. And then after that, I wanted to put in that I just designed and hung out with the boys. So I think I hung out with the boys first, but I'm just going to put the design above it. I'm just going to grab this here. I did a lot of work this week. I did a lot of work before we left for Disney, and then afterwards, like, I did a lot of work, which was nice because I didn't have to do a lot of work at Disney. I think one collection came out possibly, or maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. Might have been 3. But it wasn't too bad because that's all I had to do, because I had all my listings done for 2 weeks, which was really nice before leaving. So design, and then I just pulled out this sticker, which is kind of hilarious, but I just figured if I trimmed it, you'd get the idea, because I did a lot of like family time this week. Let's cut this a little bit more. It's been like really hot today in Austin. Just want to throw that out there. And you get the idea. That is massive. All right, so that is everything for this week. It looks so beautiful. But I hope that you guys liked this week's video. It's so pretty. I love this kit so much. Definitely pick it up. It's just a really good one. I love the colors. I just think they're so pretty. But I hope that you guys liked this week's video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one.